Welcome to a zerok 5 versus 5 between in the orange. It is Quitty with an engineer commander and a gunship plant. Their teammate in the yellow, it is Aspect with an engineer commander and airplanes. In the purple, we don't have a factory yet for Sayumu, but they are with a recon commander and are going to construct this max. Very nicely done. You're going to do a very good job at that. In the red over here, we've got a myopic with hovers, rovers these things are called. And over here in the pink, it is a 123 V-temp with jumpers. Moderators are going to be complementary to the rovers. Alright, that's very nice. Over here we've got a myopic with a recon commander and an assault for a 123 V-temp. Over here in the light blue we are going to have hovers for a GGP. In the blue we've got a recon commander and rovers for a rem clone. In the purple we've got an engineer commander and shieldbot factory for grunting squid. And in the green, the dark green, we've got bots for Dense and Dazzle. And in the lighter green, it is jump bots for Fax. Fax, who is in fact a Singularity. And we're going to have a secret Singularity as well. No one expects the hidden Singularity. Over here, nice little loaders is going to deny, well, units from really going in there. Wasp with 10 build power as well, so good. Very strong builder. And one picket is not going to be enough against a single locust. You say that? And that is because it is the truth. That's why you need a second one. Right. Over here though, double lotus versus a single scallop is also in fact not working. So green is going to hold that position and is going to secure those two maxes. Over here, well, we could very well see a factory going down already. Commander going forwards with 123 V-temp. Moderators, torches, all of that forwards. And just a couple of daggers are not going to clean up a commander, especially not if you only have 3 or 4. Taking the position, 3 maxes not being constructed for Team Southwest. Yeah, they don't have this yet. Yet is the key word there. Also, apparently the conch did go down because the scallop did not decide to push forwards. That's a bit of a shame. I mean, scallops are not exactly cheap. 150 each. And you have now lost the position. Single lotus, not going to work against Bowie. But if you take your locust there, you will at least be able to drive up the Bowie or just kill it. Right? I mean, it did manage to get the slowdown and all of a sudden it does not miss. Right. Well, locust is just barely going to survive. Harpy should be able to clean up the Bowie still. Though cleaning up the scallop is going to be a lot more difficult. 123 V-temp with caretaker forwards. We'll be getting 700 reclaim just there. And of course, eco still can't be got by a Southwest team. They are down on eco. And 50% attrition. That's not what you want to see. Over here though, you even have multiple maxes that they really should be getting, but don't have yet. 2 more maxes over here, that's another 3 eco. And another 4 maxes there as well. Meaning that they already have an eco lead, but that is going to expand significantly. Even here, Wasp is still trying to get maxes up. So yeah. Southwest team not doing too hot in eco. Double Harpy. Harpy is long range, so is able to dodge Bowie quite well. So yeah, Wasp is managing to get up all of those maxes. All of those 2 whole maxes. And scallops are not going to push in there. Badger here is going to be annoying. I mean, it's kinda strong, especially against like relatively low HP targets. And it's able to outrange, of course. Still, just having a couple of raiders is going to be a lot faster at cleaning up those rogues than a single badger is. Dude, AA. No, not AA. You don't have the ultimate anti-air factory. You don't. They're just going to let Team Northeast have it. Over here, Jack is able to soak a lot of damage. Of course it is. And all of the reclaim is gone, so even if you give the position back now, it's not that bad. It is still bad because they're going to get 3 maxes that you don't want them to have. But it's not that bad. Right now, Ego is still ahead by about 10, if you just don't count 100 reclaim. And they're already voting to resign. Oh no, 2 maxes not there. Same time though, Green is pushing forwards a little bit, has their own Jack. And these shields are not healthy. As in, there is only a 2100 shield there. Double Magpie coming in. Damaging the Stinger a little bit. They're not that strong, so it doesn't matter all that much. And there it is, a very good counter to like slowish skirms. Commander, jumping away from the Jack. And Jack is going to survive Commander as well. A little bit tight there. But Blue has gotten the position back and will be getting the economy up. Should be able to reclaim it as well. Meaning that these maxes will be worth about 2.5. Rather than just 1.5. Tank Foundry forwards. Okay, interesting choice. I mean, it makes sense. This can easily get countered. I mean, it's just a couple of gunships. So having your own, well, land-based units nearby is going to be very nice. Pyro and Jack moving forwards, cleaning up shield wall very nicely. And a couple of bandits are not really going to be that strong. I mean, they're soaking all of the damage into the Jack. Exactly what Team Southwest wants. But that's not what Fax wants. Commander being bombed by a bunch of Ravens. That is definitely going to slow their push down a whole lot. 2000 reclaim, therefore, is likely going to be for Northeast. And with the Commander going down, they didn't lose that much value. Over here they could still lose a lot of value, with Angler being here. Able to push back all of those, and Rover, Tank Foundry, although it is OP, it is not going up too bad. Anglers, one of them is still alive. So yeah, position has been pushed back. Eco will be cleaned up, and there will be a bit of reclaim there as well. 600, so like 1,000-ish. Let's call it 1,100. Couple of maxes going down to a Harpy raid. You could have actually taken that second one as well, like a third one. But I guess you want to help out yourself, like your team, against those pyros. I mean, sure. And so, Firewalker still going at it. I mean, there is mainly just a little bit of artillery here. So could actually, it is quite vulnerable to just a bunch of raiders. There is a Jack, but you can outrun a Jack. And those commanders, level 1, level 2, not that good as riots either. So having a lot of assaults or a lot of raiders could actually just move in there. Would be cleaning up, how much? 3,100 value. Yeah, that's a lot. That really is a lot. Southwest with positive attrition, surprisingly enough, even though they haven't really been doing the best job up north. And RIP 3k reclaim. You're now also a little bit cornered by a shield ball that is not that healthy, and now it is completely out. But your anti-air is also gone, so Magpies, Ravens, Phoenix, they could start sniping. Ravens got Magpie, Phoenix, the one I didn't count, right? The singular one I didn't mention. Yeah, coming in, does clean them up a little bit. Good fight, all around. 1,300 more destroyed than it cost you. And of course, all of the reclaim is still for you. Over here, well, I don't see any anglers there, so Magpies, Harpies, they can all start just shooting away and slowly taking all of that down. You do have Hacksaw there, but like Hacksaw is super short range. He's able to one-shot, like burst down a Phoenix, but that's about it. Over here, single over, bait cut out. And you know what? I'm kind of surprised that thanks attrition widget, not attrition widget, reclaim widget, 5.5k all around. Yeah, I'm a little surprised they haven't really been, well, reclaiming all of this. Also, 11,000 energy reclaim. What has so much energy that it is 11,000? Is each one of these bushes? No, it's 50. Okay. Right, there is apparently something very valuable for energy there. Yeah, I guess like one clump of those is already 2,000. Yeah, so sure. It's a lot of energy reclaim. Over here, couple of snitches moving in. Though Juggernaut is on push. So goodbye, one snitch, the other one just pushed out of range. Now you have to watch out though, because oh, that was a very good snitch through the Juggernaut. Right on top of your commander. That could have been way worse. It really could have been, yeah. I was about to say, you have to watch out with that pull, because, yeah, you want to push the snitches, but you wanted to pull the darts. Yeah. You didn't lose anything from it. They're shooting their own snitches now with the Nimbus. Right. Juggernaut is doing a fine job over here. Jumping away. Does have to, well, let go of the position. But these snitches, honestly, they really should be getting cloaked by something. Either Iris or just Conjurer, but like Iris probably makes more sense. And over here, well, 3 more maxes. Not really being constructed. I mean, have been destroyed. Jack running around. Hovers, not exactly known for their DPS. And triple loaders, of which only one was able to shoot. Magpies are able to do a bit. And like a single Phoenix would indeed be very nice to have over there. But Magpie is not a Phoenix. Bit of a shame. Going to fly over a bunch of Vandals, so indeed, Magpie does go down. And there is the singular Phoenix that's going to run around. And who has the anti-air going? You're not going to make anti-air. This constructor is not. And I don't see any going up either. So, purple, it's been a good time, but you're going to lose like a lot of wind. Over here, once again, have to watch out with those snitches. You want to pull in the Ravager, makes sense, but those snitches have to be pushed. 1200 damage each. Don't know if they deal additional damage through just like smashing into your face, like with like normal impact. And there it is, Phoenix. How much are you able to clean up? A lot, and they're all, well, clumped up as well. So yeah, not ideal. You didn't lose all of them. I guess that is somewhat good, but yeah, it's really not ideal. Still, 113% attrition for Team Southwest. Over here, Fax still able to push in, and up north, the Amphibot player has finally been able to secure their position. Good job, you. Thing about Amps, yeah, they can just run in here and go across. Just like Fax said, they had to go there when they were otherwise cornered by those shields. Down south, Firewalker, Badger, and Jack still moving forwards. Level 8 recon though. Yeah, single Jack is not going to clean that up. So yeah, a bit of a waste of 600 metal most likely. But still, I mean you're... Yeah, okay, just a single max. That's definitely not worth it. Commander, running away already. Ravens are not going to take the commander, it seems. One of them is diverting its attention to the commander, but the others are just going for the factory, which, for one you missed because you shot the flail first. That seems like just a little bit of a waste, as in like a complete waste, honestly. Phoenix will now have to do it though. Dropping the bombs on all of that. Flails are still able to stay alive, and over here Vandals, because the Phoenix are not microed, are able to take a bunch of Phoenix down. So as well. Does a single Phoenix survive? Yes, a singular Phoenix does indeed survive. You know, I don't think it's really worth it. Like, yeah, you lost 16, or like, destroyed 1600 there, but you lost 700 there, another like 2000 there. That's not what you want to see. And these maxes are cursed. A little bit, yeah. At the same time though, that definitely was not a bad trade for Team Southwest. 30% attrition by now. Singularity. This sneaky Singularity. Is going up. And it is about to be up. So that should already 217 energy. Should allow the Eco Lead for Northeast to expand by a lot. I mean, 50 energy of metal versus 100. And now with 400 energy, Overdrive Grid is going to be amazing. Everything is gridded up. So yeah, 20 Overdrive versus 0. Honestly, even though you have 140% attrition, I don't see Southwest really coming back. Like, you've got a pretty decent army up north. You've got a lance and a little bit of shield down south. But like, that's a lot of shield ball. Even quite a couple of numbers. And the enemy going for Bertha should be able to destroy everything as well. Though of course, very slowly. But main thing is just eco. Though, you're missing a spot, bud. 2 more maxes that should be reclaimed quite a bit more. Are not going to be though. And the shield ball. That I don't see the counter. So yeah. I mean, it's not as if there is a very... there is still double Felon, so yeah. Good DPS there. Dots are not going to do it. And factory is completely idle. Jax! Yeah, that makes sense. Drain the shield ball for all it's worth. Other option, since it is just two Felons that don't really have very good shield. Get a Lico in here. Just drop a bomb on it with a Lico. Though you do have a lot of anti-air in that wall. That's probably not worth it. No, probably not. Jax or Ravages would make a lot more sense. Ravages did recently, so like after this match was played, get a buff. These are not as strong as they are today, with, I don't know, 230 cost and 2300 HP, I believe. So Jax really should be going in here. Still an idle factory. And Commander, running forwards, could reclaim. And there is a bit of reclaim over here. You don't really have a good way to stop this, at least unless you start making your Jax. Lico up north is available and is seemingly going to start bombing it. No, it's not. Going to wait for the Thunderbird first. Makes sense, because if you can stun or like disarm all of the anti-air, your Phoenix can, your Lico can run in, but it does not in fact happen that way. You lose both. Is it a good trade? No. Well, no. Losing 2000 value. Is that something you can afford? Maybe, because you do have a lot better eco. But right now, eco lead is actually not looking that good, because you're losing a lot of maxes over here. Commander going south a bit strange, because it is very expensive, 8000. And all of a sudden, Yeah, they're voting to resign. It is a failed vote. But still, how do you stop this? You're sending in air units against anti-air. So that's not good. Commander there, of course, he is able to clean up the anti-air units. And the jacks are still idle. As in, the factory is not constructing any jacks. Grizzly is probably going to be too late. And you're sacrificing your commander. Taking one Felon with you. It does kind of put a stop to the push. Since, I mean, there aren't any thugs here, so you only real damage is the Felon. And a couple of moderators. Still though, no jacks, nothing coming in. Pyros would work as well. I mean, they do have a little bit of bonus damage to shields, flamethrowers. But no, we're not going to see those at this point though, because the push was slowed down a bit. Grizzly is up, soaking 8,000 damage if it needs to. Bunch of constables, I was just about to say, like, to heal it up. Nope, they're just reclaiming. Also makes sense, but it's not what I thought. Grizzly though, I feel like it should move forward. Try to keep the shields drained a bit. To slow down the push. At the same time though, they're not really pushing forward, so it doesn't really matter. And Liko coming in, bombing the Felon. Only a single Felon left. Not much anti-air. So, once again, going to have a failed vote, you would assume. And the push over here has been stopped. 11,000 to 9,600, so it's not even a good fight for Southwest. Having to take all of it back. Commander, only thing left. Could be cleaned up by, well, buoys, Grizzly. Your own commander though, that's of course a little bit scary. A level 1 versus a level 11. 11, yes, very expensive. And, oh, okay, I mean, it's a good thing it's a bad snitch. Because I would have loved to see that. But it didn't really work out anyways. And a recon commander, it is under fire. Not by a whole lot. 400 energy. The grid is not really working because the Singularity is so sneaky, it isn't even linked to the grid. It's not helping out at all. Even though this grid is all pumping it into metal. So yeah, you are losing out on a lot of overdrive because your Singularity is not in the grid. Commander though, going down, only a single Felon left, shield is drained, you can start pushing this back. You definitely can. Bunch of constructors moving forwards. And over here, well, it seems like they don't even have those maxes. This all being stunned and like, yeah, disarmed. Bertha not yet up. Kinda close though. Only like 800 more metal to invest. And up north, well, yeah, Juggernaut against Dirtbag is not great. And Pyros running in, I mean, those are a lot better against Dirtbags. But yeah, a lot of Racketeers there as well, so most of this can actually just be stunned. Mainly focusing on the Juggernaut right now though. And through Iris, of course, you can't really disarm all of it because you just don't know where they are. And Commander being bombed. Could be going down to those Nimbus. I'm really surprised about that terraform though. And I say going down to the Nimbus. The Nimbus are not focusing on the Commander, so Commander is just going to stay up anyways. But yeah, this doesn't make sense. I mean, Amphipods can just run across. Right? They should be able to. Don't know why they wouldn't be able to. Anyways, double Grizzly over here. One of them is disarmed, so is not really helping out right now. But here, just a single Felon again. Yeah, then you do have a couple of Espers to help out with the shield ball. But it's not that bad. Grizzlies can still push that back. Over here, just a couple of Glaze pushing in. to the cursed maxes. Yes, they are cursed. They are so cursed. These maxes, they... How do you still have a caretaker there? Honestly, that's very sloppy from Southwest. They really should have cleaned that up a long time ago. Sure, it didn't really do that much, since there was nothing close by. It's still something that really should have been cleaned up. Helmets, being assaults and all that, not exactly meant to deal with raiders, so raiders are still alive. Though they are now working on razors, things that are armor up and already 3000 HP standard. So, wasting a lot of time. Could they have moved in here and like taken down an energy pylon that really doesn't do a lot? Maybe taken down a max? Maybe. I mean, Stinger is single target mainly. So yeah, running past would have been an option. And other than the Stinger, there isn't really a whole lot in defense there. Commander is forwards and going for an Inferno on a shield bow. Is a bit of a strange choice, I will say. Normally you would expect them to like throw an not an Inferno, an EOS or a Shockley. Not an Inferno. No. Up north, a couple of them still working away. And like Snitch, sure, I mean, it will get a decent trade, but it may cost. No problem there. 500 to 170. It's just that, against a couple of dirtbags and like 2 thugs, that's not what you really want to hit. You want to hit these things, the felons. Then you make cost. And this Inferno makes a lot more sense. Going to, well, not miss, but like, the Amphbots are going to run away anyways, so it's not going to hurt them too much. And Gnats moving in. I mean, what are those supposed to do? I guess here they would be able to do something, but they're mainly just like distractions for chainsaws and other anti-air units, I guess. A Grizzly facing off a high DPS mace, a couple of them, but like, yeah, having enough support close by definitely helps. And of course, felons are strong, they're very good, high DPS and all that. It's all temporary. Even more so than like a standard unit that can die. But like, if there is no energy in the shield, it just doesn't do anything. It can't shoot. It disarms itself. So yeah, I mean, you do lose one Grizzly, but other than that, 2,300 reclaim that your commander, which is going all the way back, or your constructors, really should be getting, and they are trying. Shield ball over here is a little bit vulnerable. I mean, shield is drained on these thugs at least, but it's not too bad. Bertha is going to hit all of those units. Commander is almost dead. Building, you will be building no more. And over here, yep, couple of convicts are able to soak a bit of damage, of course, but because they're disarmed, they really aren't. Xeno is a bit useless there. I mean, it hit the factory. Good job, Xeno. It's not really helping you out too much. Over here though, Lobster into the base could work out very well. Unless they just resign before that. Singularity, by the way, was in fact linked up after the fact. Through just a single wind generator, but still it was linked. Team Northeast was ahead most of this game, but it was a bit tense with the push down south. But after taking care of that incredibly expensive commander, Team Northeast just steamrolled.